Hello, my dear students. This is the second part of the chapter Division of Numbers. In this chapter, we are going to see many new topics. Like the first one is relation between multiplication and division, or you can call as division statement and multiplication statement. Here we are going to see that how division is related to multiplication. Yes, division is actually related to multiplication. Now how it is, we are going to see. I have taken here one question, that is 12 divided by 3 equals to 4. So we can call this as division statement. 12 divided by 3 equals to 4 is known as division statement. Now, how it is related to multiplication? If we multiply 3 with 4, like 3 multiplied by 4, we get 12. We get this number 12. If we multiply 4 with 3, that is 4 multiplied by 3, again we get 12, which is our dividend. So, division is related to multiplication. So, this formation is known as division statement and this formation is known as multiplication statement. Now, we are going to see the concept of remainder. In division, we group the objects equally, but sometimes we are unable to create equal groups and left with some objects. The leftover is known as the remainder. Here, for example, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 toffees. How many toffees? 5 toffees. And now we are going to create groups. In each group, we are going to keep 2 toffees. Like group number 1 is carrying 2 toffees. Group number 2 is again carrying 2 toffees. But while doing this grouping, we can see that one toffee is left out. That means this toffee is not in any group. So we can say that this toffee is left out. So, number of toffees are 5. Number of boys are 2. Suppose we need to distribute these toffees in between 2 boys. So, one boy will get 2 toffees. Another boy will get 2 toffees. And then after, one toffee will be left. So, number of toffees left equals to 1. So, this left part is known as remainder. So, this is what the concept of remainder. There are two ways in which we can divide any given number. The first one is short division and the another one is long division. Now, what is short division and long division? If our question is here, 14 divided by 7. 14 divided by 7. So, this is the way that we use to write while using short division method. Like dividend here in between. This is the divisor by which we are going to divide. And 7 2s is 14. 7 2s is 14. So this is the quotient. So this is how we can represent short division method. But nowadays it is not in so use. So basically we need to see how can we use long division method. I have taken here the same example like 14 divided by 7. Now this is the way that we can write long division. This is the sign of division that we are using and here it is dividend and here it is divisor. So if we divide by 7, we need to call the table of 7. Like 7 ones are 7, 7 twos are 14. So we are getting this 14 completely in the table of 7. So 7 twos are 14. After getting this, we need to subtract it. So 4 minus 4 is 0 and 1 minus 1 is again 0. While dividing, when we use the table, we have to make sure that either we are getting the exact number which is in dividend, or we have to get the lesser number than this. So here we are getting the same number. In this way, we can use the long division method. One more representation is like this. So either you use this kind of sign or you can use this kind of sign. Both are correct. The same method is here also. Like 14 is the dividend, 7 is the divisor. We have to count the table of 7 until either we get the exact number 14 or we get a number lesser than 14. So here, if we count the table of 7 till 2, that is 7 twos are 14. So exact 14 we are getting. After this, we have to subtract and we are getting 0. So in this division, here we have quotient 2. This is the quotient which is our answer, and remainder is 0. Remainder means the left out part. So there is nothing left out, 0. So remainder is 0. Now, after knowing the long division method of division, we can check the answer of division with the help of multiplication and addition. So here is the method by which we can check our division whether it is right or wrong. So this is the formula that we have to remember. Like dividend equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Once again, dividend equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So we have taken one example like 16 divided by 3. 16 is our dividend, so we will write it here in between. 3 is our divisor, so we have to divide it by 3. And as I told you that we have to start counting the table of 3 either until we get this number 16 or we get a lesser number than 16. So as we counted the table of 3, we saw that 3 fives is coming 15. 3 fives is coming 15, which is not exactly 16 but lesser than 15. So we have written here 3 fives are 15. Now what the next step is to do? Subtraction. We have to subtract these two numbers. So here we are getting 1. So finally our quotient is 5, remainder is 1, and as we know dividend is 16 and the divisor is 3. So we have seen that all these names we have got over here. Now we have to check out whether our answer is coming right or wrong. For that, first of all we need to write it again like dividend equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Now we are going to put all the values like dividend is 16, equal sign, divisor is 3, multiplication sign, quotient is 5, addition sign, and our remainder is 1. So we have written all the values. After that, copy this 16 as it is, and here Since two mathematical operations are given here together, and we all know very well that multiplication has to be solved first and addition after that. So what we are going to do? We are going to multiply 3 into 5. That is 15. And we have copied this plus 1 here as it is. Then after, in the second line, again write down the 16 as it is on the left hand side of equal sign, and the right hand side 15 plus 1 gives 16. So this is how we can see both the sides we are getting 16. That means we have checked our division, which is right. My dear students, I hope you have remembered the facts and properties that we have done already in part 1. Number 1, number 2, number 3 and number 4. There is one more fact that you need to know, and that is the remainder can never be greater than the divisor. What it is? The remainder can never be greater than the divisor. I have taken here example like 70 is the dividend, and I am going to divide it by a number 5. It means 5 is a divisor, and if I write 5 twos are 10, and in this way 60 is our remainder. So here we can see this 60 is greater than this 5. So according to our rule, this is wrong. So how can we write it correctly? This 70 is divided by 5, and we have to divide it step by step. Like first of all, 5 ones are 5. After this we are getting 2. Copying down this 0, and now it has become 20. Altogether 20. Now 5 fours are 20. Again when we subtract it, we are getting it 0. So here the remainder is 0, which is smaller than this divisor. So this says that the remainder can never be greater than the divisor. So this much for today. Thank you.